Babe, can you come back home early today?
Why? What's wrong? I'm really busy with work today.
Nothing. We're going on our honeymoon soon and I want to get ready with you.
Why don't you do it alone? I don't understand why you want to do it together.
We are sharing our luggage bag, right? Besides, we haven't finished planning the honeymoon.
I'm working so we can have money to pay for the honeymoon trip. Don't you get that?
I know that. I was just wondering if you could come back home a little early.
What's more important, the trip or our daily life? I don't understand why you're being so selfish.
Both are important. But it's our honeymoon, so I want to make plans together.
Why can't you support your husband as a wife? You are being selfish.
I'm doing my best to support you, but I don't know if you are supporting me.
I told you I'm busy with my work, right? I've got a lot of things to do today.
How about tomorrow? Can you come back home early? You've been working late nights these days.
I have no choice. I'm going back to work now.
Babe, please, let's have dinner together and make plans.
Oh God, why don't you eat dinner first? You don't have to wait for me.
I want to spend more time with you.
I am doing this for us. Why can't you understand that?
I know that, but why can't you make some time for us?
I have no complaints about you, so you shouldn't complain either. Don't waste my time. Do what you can do on your own.
Babe.
I have to go now.
Babe, are you coming back home late again today?
Of course I am. I told you I'm busy. How come you don't understand?
Babe, I told you I wanted to plan the honeymoon together.
It can't be helped. I have to work for us, to provide for you.
I appreciate you working hard for us. By the way, there's a new restaurant opening this weekend. How about we brunch there? Maybe we can talk about the honeymoon too.
Why do you want to waste money? I am busy this weekend.
What?
I'm working on the advance because I need to take leave for the trip.
I see. I just wanted some quality time with you.
How many times do I have to explain? I'm doing this for us.
I know that, but
I just don't understand why you are being so selfish. Do you want me to quit my job to spend time with you, huh?
I'm not saying that. I just want to spend time with you. You've been so busy lately.
We can spend our time during the trip. Stop being selfish.
I'm sorry.
Mom was rushed to the hospital. We have to cancel our honeymoon.
What? What happened?
I'm not sure what happened exactly. I'm heading to the hospital now.
You don't know? You stayed at your parents' house yesterday, right? Did she get into an accident?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Did your father take her to the hospital?
Yeah, he did.
I hope she's okay.
Yeah, I hope so too. I need to be at the hospital for my mom.
I guess we have no choice but to cancel our trip.
You're right. I don't think we can enjoy our trip at all.
Yeah, I'm really worried too. I'll be right there. Which hospital is she at now?
You don't have to come.
Why not? I want to be there for her too.
Please, don't come. It's for my mom's sake.
What do you mean?
Actually, my mom has always disliked you.
What? You're kidding, right? She always treated me like I was her real daughter.
I'm sorry, but it's true. Last night when we were having drinks, she kept complaining about you.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I don't think you should be there.
But I can't just do nothing. Let me do something for her.
Oh, come on. Why are you being selfish? If you really think about my mom, you shouldn't come.
I can't believe she hates me this much.
How about you go on the trip on your own?
What?
We shouldn't waste what we've paid for.
Are you insane?
No, you should go. For Mom's sake.
What do you mean?
My mom really dislikes you. Maybe if you go far away from her, she'll recover more quickly.
Are you kidding me?
It would be better if you went on the trip and saved Mom's life, don't you think?
This is ridiculous.
I'm willing to take a chance even if there's only a 1% chance. Can't you understand how I feel? My mom is in critical condition.
I know. That's why I want to be there for her.
She doesn't need that.
I can't believe she hates me that much.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm saying that her life will shorten if you were around.
No way.
I beg you, please go to Bali by yourself. Then my mother will be saved.
I can't go on a trip like this.
Please, do it for my sake.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. I will stay in the hospital with my mom.
Do you want me to bring the stuff you need?
I don't need it. I have my stuff at my parents' house, so don't come near my mom.
But I want to do something as your wife.
As my wife, please stop being selfish.
I'm frustrated that I can't do anything for you or for your mom.
That's why going to Bali is the best thing you can do. Don't make me repeat it.
Okay, if you say so.
Don't worry. Mom will recover. Believe me.
I'm praying for her. I don't know if it's the right decision to go on a trip right now, but I will do this for her.
All right. You should go to the airport now. I'm going to the hospital.
But I still can't believe she actually hates me. I thought I had a good relationship with your mother. I don't know how she came to think of me this way. Did I do something wrong?
No, it's not like that. Mom just doesn't like you. She doesn't like the way you act, the way you behave, everything.
But if that's the case, why didn't you just tell me from the beginning? It's really painful to know that she felt this way about me without saying anything. I don't know why I made her feel that way.
I don't know. I know Mom didn't mean to tell me either, but when she gets drunk, her true feelings come out.
Still, now that we are a family, shouldn't we talk about it and work it out? It's just shocking to me.
I know, but right now, Mom's health is the top priority. It could be worse if you were there.
But I just want to do what I can for you guys. I want to help take care of your mom, and I want to support you together as a family.
I understand that, but we are better off without you right now. Please, you have to understand that.
Okay, but I don't know what to do now. Our relationship, my relationship with your mom, it's just not going to work out this way.
Whatever. I want you to go to Bali for now. Let's think about it when she gets better. Are you at the airport now? Don't tell me you are still at home.
What? It's impossible to get there that soon.
Why are you being so slow? Don't you ever think about rushing for Mom?
I'm doing my best, okay?
Oh God, just move quickly. I think the boarding time is in 5 hours.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was too early to go to the airport.
What if you miss your flight?
Anyway, how's your mom?
Not so good.
What exactly happened?
Her heart is not doing well, apparently.
Wow, your mom who runs every morning and is so energetic has a heart condition?
You never know when things are going to go wrong.
I see.
I'll take care of the rest.
What can you do for her?
All I can do is stay by my mother's side and hold her hand. I'm sure she needs it.
I don't think she needs it.
What are you talking about? Are you mad at me because I'm letting you go to Bali by yourself?
No.
Mom's condition has suddenly changed. I have to go.
Hold on.
What the hell? We're in trouble over here.
Where are you right now?
At the hospital, of course.
Who are you with?
My mom. Are you an idiot?
That's funny because I'm with your mom.
What?
She came to the house just now.
Oh, wait a minute. What do you mean?
She just came by and said she would take me to the airport. I forgot that we asked her to drive us.
What?
I thought my heart was going to stop when I saw her appear in front of me. She was supposed to be in critical condition.
Maybe she's a ghost.
Of course not. By the way, I heard you didn't stay at your parents' house last night.
Let me explain.
You're going abroad too, aren't you? Where are you going?
How did you know?
Your dad dropped you off at the airport earlier, right?
Yeah, because we are going to Bali.
Oh, come on.
I just had to go to the airport. I needed to buy some stuff there.
Stop making excuses. You asked your dad to drive you to the airport secretly, not telling your mom or me.
That's right.
I'm still home. So, where are you going with who? Apparently, your dad messaged your mom while she was still asleep. Your dad said he will take you to the airport. I'm sorry your plan didn't work.
Seriously?
Why Newark Airport? We are supposed to board from JFK Airport, right?
Oh yeah, I made a mistake.
Your mom remembered that our flight will be from JFK. She was also concerned that it was still too early to go to the airport, so she came to check on us.
Oh, Mom.
And she asked your dad to look for you at Newark Airport.
No kidding.
Who was that woman you were with?
She was some lady from the airport. She was helping me find the check-in counter.
Oh, really? That's why you were holding hands with her?
I'm not.
I'm right behind you.
What?
So this is your plan, huh? You're so well prepared.
No, you are misunderstanding.
You wanted to go on that trip with her instead of me.
Well, I was planning to dump her today.
How long have you been with her?
Since before we got married.
Oh, wow.
But I wanted to break up with her for a long time. She was being persistent. She said she would break up with me if I took her on one last trip.
Did you tell her about the honeymoon by any chance?
I did.
I see. I guess that's why she wanted to go on a trip on the same day as our planned honeymoon.
I guess, yeah.
If you want to go on a trip with her, go ahead.
Oh, come on. We can go on our honeymoon anytime you want. But this is the last time with her, so...
I can't believe it.
She threatened me that she would tell you everything if I didn't take her on this trip. I had no choice.
Did you really think she wouldn't tell me? Are you dumb?
I was scared. I was afraid that you would find out and I would lose everything.
Oh, shut up. And lying about your mother being in the hospital? You were so messed up.
I'm sorry.
You have no idea how worried I was about your mother.
Sorry. That was all I could think of.
Your mom is mad at you.
I'm sure she is.
Well, thank you for everything.
You're not breaking up with me, are you?
Of course I will.
Oh no. Please forgive me. You are the only thing that matters to me.
Oh, really? Then why did you betray me like this? I can't trust you for the rest of my life. That's why we can't stay married.
Don't say that.
Why don't you just marry that woman?
The woman I'm about to dump today?
You were going on a trip with her instead of me. You must love her more than me.
Please, babe, forgive me.
No, we are done.
I'm on my way to JFK Airport. Let's go to Bali together.
You don't have to.
I don't want to lose you.
I already canceled your ticket.
What?
Of course, we are done.
How about your ticket?
I'm going to Bali as you wanted.
What?
Also, I threw away your stuff in the house. Don't you ever come back to the house, okay?
What? Where should I stay from now on?
Why don't you live with your girlfriend?
I told you I don't love her.
Who is that lady, by the way? Is she your coworker?
How did you know?
When I visited your office the other day, there was a woman who gave me a nasty look.
Really?
Yeah, it was so obvious. I thought she was your ex, but apparently she wasn't.
I promise I will break up with her. So please, forgive me.
No.
Divorce after 2 weeks of marriage? This is so embarrassing. Are you kidding me?
I feel ashamed that I was being betrayed for the entire time.
Please, babe.
No matter how much you apologize, I won't forgive you. Your mother is furious too.
Oh no.
She says she's going to disown you.
What? No way.
Yep.
What should I do now?
Where were you planning to go?
To Paris.
I see. I get it now. No wonder you insisted on me to go to Bali.
You and Mom are very close, so I didn't want you to get in touch with her in the meantime.
You are such an idiot. Your plan will never work.
I know. I was an idiot.
I'm glad we made a prenup before our marriage. The divorce proceeding is going to be so easy.
You're really breaking up with me?
Make sure you pay the alimony as we agreed on the prenup.
Babe, I'm so sorry. I was wrong.
It's too late to apologize now. I don't believe a word you say.
I'm sorry for everything. For my mom, for the affair. So give me another chance.
A chance? You betrayed my trust. Once that trust is broken, it won't come back easily. You destroyed our relationship.
I know, but the most important thing in my life is you. I don't want to lose you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Then why you cheated on me in the first place?
I was an idiot. Please, give me another chance.
I know how much you regret this, but I can't trust you anymore.
Kate, please help me. My mom's mad. My job isn't going well, and you're the only one who can support me.
Support you? Why should I? You've never supported me.
That's not true. I've always worked for you.
While cheating on me? In the end, you only cared about yourself.
Give me one more chance. I promise I will change.
We are done.
Kate, please. I need you.
You needed me because I was a convenient tool for you. I'm not going to play that role anymore.
I don't know what to do now. I will do anything for you.
There's nothing you could do. I've already made my decision. I can't be with you any longer. We are done. Take responsibility for what you've done.
Kate.
Goodbye, Hugo. Our divorce went through smoothly after that. Hugo was laid off from the company around the same time our divorce was finalized. He begged me not to demand alimony, claiming he had lost all his money. Thanks to the prenup we signed, he had no choice but to pay the alimony. After that, Hugo tried to get serious with his girlfriend, but she dumped him immediately upon learning he had become unemployed. When Hugo attempted to move back in with his parents, they turned him away. Left with no other option, he started living in his car. I'm not sure what happened in his life after that. Since parting ways with Hugo, life has improved for me. I'm focusing on finding happiness on my own.
Dad, do you have a minute?
Isabella?
I really need to talk to you about something, and I really need your help.
You're coming home today, right? Maybe we can talk about it when you get home.
It has to be now. I don't think it's a good idea that Mom finds out about it. Just for this month, I need you to send money.
Send you money?
Yeah, I can't take it anymore.
What do you mean?
I work part-time, but don't make enough money to live and can't afford to eat. So, can you send me some money even if it's only $150?
What? But you spend $3,000 per month.
What? What are you talking about?
I thought we had given you a credit card just for you. Is it possible that your mom did not give it to you?
I am more confused now.
I created a credit card for you to use for living expenses while you are living alone and instructed your mother to give it to you.
Really? She didn't give it to me. Mom never mentioned the credit card to me in the first place.
You've been living alone for 3 months, right? I just wanted to let you know because your bill has a balloon to $3,000.
Okay, I don't spend that much. I'm living off the earnings from my high school part-time job.
You're right. There's no way you would spend that much money.
Besides, Mom told me something like this.
Like what?
She explained, "We don't have any money, so we can only pay for your tuition. The rest of the time you'll have to work part-time to make ends meet."
I don't mean to brag, but our family is fairly well off. I believe we can pay more than your tuition.
When I asked her about it, she said you went into debt because of your business.
Of course not. First of all, I can't think of any reason why I would go into debt.
I said the same thing, but Mom said, "It appears he doesn't want us to know, so let's pretend we don't."
That is not possible. If I ever get into debt, I'll be completely honest with you.
I know. There's no way you'd keep something so important from us.
Why would Amelia do such a thing? Is she the one responsible for the credit card use?
I think it's quite possible.
Amelia's mood appears to have shifted in a negative direction recently.
That's not all. Actually, about $150 of the part-time job money I saved during high school, she asked me to wire it to her, so I did.
What? Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
I didn't want to worry you. Besides, Mom told me that our finances are tight.
How long has it been since you've eaten?
For the past 4 days, I haven't eaten properly. Every 2 days, only one meal of pastries.
No matter how much you eat, that will destroy your body.
I live in a college dorm, but I have to purchase meal tickets for breakfast and other meals. That money went toward my dorm rent for the second semester.
Rent?
To pay the rent with my current savings, I'd have to drastically reduce my food consumption.
You don't have to do that. I'm the one who should be paying for it. Besides, if it's rent, I already paid it for a year.
Really? I thought you haven't paid for it.
I'm sorry, Isabella. I didn't realize you were suffering like that.
It's understandable that you didn't notice because I live in a dorm. But even so, I appreciate it.
Anyway, today's my day off, so let's go out to lunch. I'll pick you up at the station.
Dad, thank you.
You can order whatever you like.
Oh, wow.
But why did Amelia decide to say I was in debt? I can't help but feel she's up to something. My name is Noah Miller. I am a department manager at a large insurance company. My family consists of me, Amelia, and Isabella, my daughter. Isabella was on her way to our house on a train just a few days ago when she texted me saying she didn't have any money and couldn't afford to eat. She didn't get the credit card, and Amelia was lying to her. Furthermore, the money she worked hard to earn from her high school part-time job was taken from her, which shocked me. Isabella was malnourished and skinny when I met her at the station. So I immediately took her to a restaurant she wanted to go to. I was relieved to see her enjoying her meal. At the same time, I began to have doubts about Amelia, concerning the use of the credit card and the money Isabella earned from her part-time job. I thought that Amelia was probably involved in this case. I don't want to doubt my beloved wife, but she's been behaving strangely recently, and I can't help but seriously doubt her. I will ask her about it tomorrow. Hey, honey.
What's up? I'm busy right now, so please make it quick.
This is serious. It's a family affair.
What the hell are you trying to say?
Do you remember when I gave you Isabella's credit card?
Yes, I remember.
I asked you to give that card to her, but you never did.
I handed it to her. Maybe she just lost it. She's always been a bit careless.
I don't think so. Isabella may take a long time to get ready, but she has never forgotten anything.
Is that so?
And you know, she's always been good with money.
I didn't know that.
You're her mom. You should know that.
What's the point? Are you saying you'll make me take care of the house and Isabella?
That's not it. Isn't it natural for a parent to comprehend their child's personality?
How should I know that?
Gosh, you are... Besides, I heard you told Isabella some weird things.
Weird things?
That I'm in debt because of the company and can't send her money because we're struggling to make ends meet. How can you tell such a lie to my daughter?
Isn't Isabella just lying?
She would never lie like that. Isabella hasn't been able to eat in days because of you. It must have been extremely difficult for her.
Really?
That's not all. I heard that Isabella sent you $150.
That's another of her lies. Why do you think I'm guilty of everything?
Because you have a history.
Huh?
Don't you remember doing the same thing before?
No, I don't.
You did take money from my mom's purse the last time you went to my parents' house, didn't you?
Oh, about that. But it's a thing of the past. Who cares?
My mom found out and got very angry with you.
She was exaggerating her outrage over a few $100s. She only had to save the money again.
It's not that easy to save money.
Even if that's true, We didn't have any money, so we had no other choice. I have to cook meals for my family, so I need to pay for the ingredients.
But I give you enough money every month, remember? And I told you that you could withdraw the money for food from our shared account.
What do you expect me to do with a mere $1,500?
I think that's more than enough. I mean, you can tell the difference between what you can and cannot do just because it's someone you know, right?
Well, forget it.
Remember how you got down on your knees and promised not to do it again and that you'd work to repay her?
That's correct. Isn't that why I worked part-time for a month to pay back the money?
That's right. That's why we forgave you. But lately, don't you think something's not right?
What?
Isn't your clothing becoming more flashy and your makeup thicker?
Of course, I'm a woman. At the very least, I must dress up.
Even so, it's too flashy.
But that's my business, isn't it?
You're not spending much time at home these days. Who is it that you call every night?
Why should you care? Do you know about all of my friendships?
You always say that when you have something to hide.
Shut up! Anyway, I'm going out. That's enough.
Amelia, you did it again?
What's wrong? The credit card thing. I knew it was you, Mom. I don't understand.
I can't believe you are also cheating on me.
I would never do such a thing.
Don't play dumb. I have proof.
Mom, you really haven't changed at all. I told you I didn't do anything. How did you investigate me in the first place?
In fact, I went to a detective agency 2 weeks ago, the day after I communicated with you, because your behavior was too suspicious.
You never told me about it.
He didn't. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense if he told you.
But I'm sure it wasn't a big agency, right? Because all detectives are liars. You may have been presented with evidence of a lie.
That is impossible because they are a well-known firm. To begin with, if they were false, rumors would spread quickly on the internet nowadays, and I doubt they would be able to stay in business. Don't you think so?
Who knows?
I'm not sure how long you can act so optimistically.
You're behaving assertively, so why don't you tell me what you found out? I'm curious what kind of nonsense the famous detective told you.
You met a guy in his 20s at a coffee shop in front of the station a week ago, right?
And you two exchanged a passionate kiss in public, didn't you? That's it?
And then you went to a hotel together, right? You did this during the day. I'm about to throw up.
We are just friends.
Then why would two friends go to a hotel like that?
It was simply a request for some life advice.
Then you could have gone somewhere else. Why did you two have to go all the way to the hotel? Two strangers, a man and a woman.
I go through some difficult times myself.
What do you mean by difficult times?
That's none of your business.
Of course it is. We're family.
You're persistent. It doesn't matter what it's about.
You've changed the topic. I've already met the man with whom you're cheating on me.
No way.
I just wanted to say a few words to him because he's been taking care of my wife.
Why did you even bother to meet him?
The guy then turned pale and told me about his affair with you.
Did he open his mouth? This is horrible! Oh, so now you admitted it. Huh?
That was just a bluff. Dad has never met the guy.
Oh, shit! I didn't mean to say that.
Thanks for digging a hole for yourself.
You are making fun of me.
You did the same thing to us, didn't you? We're even. We've eliminated the possibility that the detective is a liar. Besides, the evidence the detective sent us isn't just photos, you know. You can't get away with it anyway because the recorded data is included in the evidence.
What do you mean?
In the data you said, if it's money, I have plenty of it. My husband gave me a credit card and my daughter gave me money. So here it is. Don't tell me you don't remember saying that.
You've got to be kidding. Was that even recorded?
You must underestimate us so much. You were crying and regretting what you've done a few years ago. What happened to you, though? There is a saying, danger past and God forgotten. But that doesn't mean you can forget everything. People forget insignificant memories. And does that mean that the incident was unimportant to you?
That can't be true. I'm sorry for what happened to you guys.
If you feel that way, why would you do it again?
It's because you haven't been paying attention to me lately and Isabella has moved out.
But that doesn't mean you can do the same thing twice.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
How can I trust you? I will punish you thoroughly now.
What are you going to do to me?
I'm going to demand that you and your partner pay for the damage you caused us. And I'll make sure you pay the credit card bill as well as the $150 you took from my daughter. The total will be well over $7,500.
Stop it! I'm a housewife. There's no way I can pay.
Why don't you just work part-time and pay us back like you did before? We're not your ATM, okay? You keep making the same mistakes over and over again. I will never forgive you.
You're both terrible. That's too much. How could you do this to me?
That is exactly what we want to say to you. How can you say such a thing after doing so many terrible things to your family? You betrayed your husband, you betrayed your daughter, and you betrayed yourself. Don't be ridiculous. Hey, what does family mean to you? Is it a useful tool for you? Speak up. First of all, what angered me was the fact that you forced Isabella to starve herself.
I didn't put her through that.
What are you talking about? You took money from your daughter. I was stunned and speechless when I saw Isabella so thin.
I thought the family was suffering, so I tried my best not to depend on the two of them for money, okay?
Isabella had put up with so many things for the sake of her family. You have a lot of guts to exploit my daughter's family-oriented heart.
I just wanted some money. I never intended to take advantage of her.
As a result, Isabella couldn't eat for days.
I'm sorry, but it's over, isn't it?
No way. Apologize properly to Isabella. You did the worst thing a parent can do.
What's your problem? You can't change the past. You must not dwell on my mistakes in the past.
That has nothing to do with this. Can't you even apologize for something you did wrong?
That's not the point. What is your mental age? Making excuses after doing something wrong is similar to a child. I get it. I'll apologize, okay? Whatever, I'm sorry.
You're not sorry at all. Then, I have no other choice but to divorce you.
Huh?
Isn't it obvious? You took money from your daughter and aren't sorry, but you're always complaining about it.
That's correct. And you grudgingly apologize to me in this manner. I don't need a mother like you.
I can't be with a wife who doesn't take care of her own daughter.
Wait a minute.
Of course, I'll see to it that you pay for the damage and money you stole from me. Got it?
I won't do it again.
To be honest, when you stole my mom's money, I should have divorced you. So, I guess I was still green when I forgive you.
I was carried away by my emotions and forgave you because we are also family. I wish I could slap the shit out of myself at that point. Please! I don't want a divorce. Please reconsider. I love you guys with all my heart. You mean as an ATM, right? No, it's not. I can't believe what you say. I'm saying goodbye to you forever.
You've made life difficult for Isabella and me. You should put yourself in our shoes. If your enemies hurt you, take double the payback.
Forgive me.
I then filed a compensation claim against Amelia and the man with whom she was having an affair. The guy claimed he wasn't serious about the relationship, but that's not an excuse. Amelia was forced to work at a nearby factory. Amelia was crying at first, saying she didn't want to do hard labor any longer. Isabella, on the other hand, told her sternly that she had to pay for everything she had done up to this point. She reluctantly agreed. There is also a Miss Bossypants at the factory who is constantly sarcastic with her. Amelia begs me every day to quit, but I don't care. The amount of money she owes me is several $1,000s, so it will take time to repay. I divorced her without difficulty, and Isabella is staying with me. Amelia believes that if I see her working hard, I will reconsider divorcing her. She's having a dream like that, but I haven't changed my mind.
Come home from the hospital right now. Your morning sickness should be long gone. What, are you lazy? I'm not just gonna sit here and let you be hospitalized for a temporary illness. I'm sorry, Kay. I'm afraid I can't yet. Your disease is laziness. You can't even fulfill your duties as a wife. That's a big no-no. Get out of the hospital as soon as possible and do what you have to do. You're a useless wife. Don't you dare cross me. I'm sorry, I can't. It's so hard to get up. If you weren't pregnant, I'd kick you out right now. Ugh, it's so frustrating. I want you out of my house as soon as you have the baby. Please, don't talk to me like that. You're usually so nice to me. What's wrong with you? It's as if you've changed. I'm only nice to you because of my son and my husband. The truth is, I hate you. Just talking to you irritates me. What? How can I like a woman who grew up in an institution without parents? There's no way I could like you. Is that how you felt? I wish I never brought you into my home. I regret it so much. I'm sorry, I didn't realize how much you hated me. I'll do my best to make you like me. That's not going to happen even if you get down and beg. I don't want to see your face or hear your voice. It pains me to look at the words you type in the message. It irritates me more when you do irrelevant things, so don't waste your time trying to make me like you. But I don't want it to stay like this. What should I do? After you have the child, leave our house immediately. What? The hospital fees are a waste of money. I feel like I want you to go away. I wonder if there's a way. I don't know how to answer that. Go back to your parents' house. Oh, that's right. Sorry. You were abandoned by your parents and raised in an institution, weren't you? The fact that you're a woman who grew up in an institution is already offensive. So I usually try not to remember that. If you don't have a home to go back to, then have the institution take care of you for a while. That's not possible. The facility has a rule that you have to leave when you turn 18. They won't take care of you after that. Even though nobody knows where you came from, you've managed to worm your way into not just my son's life, but also my husband's. You're a cunning woman, aren't you? I didn't know you hated me so much. If you prolong your stay in the hospital because you can't go back to the facility, I'll take your baby away and kick you out of the house. You wouldn't go that far, would you? I'm serious. You vile, abandoned child can go live on the street. You're so wrong if you think you can be part of a normal family. Well, excuse me, I've been called in for a test. You don't have to do the test. Refuse that useless thing. It's a waste of money. That's not how it works. You money-grubbing, lazy wife. I'm gonna make you pay when you get out of the hospital. My name is Angel. I am 28 years old. I live with my husband, who is 7 years older than me, and my husband's parents, who are 62. I'm currently 5 months pregnant, and we just found out the gender is a girl. We are all looking forward to the birth of the baby. My parents abandoned me when I was a baby. I grew up in an orphanage. I have never known a family in my life. As soon as I got married, I was blessed with a family, and I was so happy. I feel as though my in-laws are my real parents. My father-in-law enjoys traveling and always buys me chocolate as a souvenir. When I go shopping with him, he is a very kind person who helps me with my bags. My mother-in-law is a strict disciplinarian. I am puzzled by the unexpected message because she is usually very kind to me. I'm pregnant, so I'm pretty tired. I thought it was part of the pregnancy that I was having so much pain, but the symptoms became stronger day by day and I started to lose my appetite. I went to see a doctor and was admitted to the hospital. The doctor in charge told me that there was something that worried him a little, so I am currently undergoing various tests. I hope nothing is wrong. To be honest, I am extremely anxious. I've got a bad feeling, and my world has been swallowed up. I can't believe that the doctor in charge called even me in. Cancer was found during your pregnancy? You are so useless. You can't even take care of your health. Yes, I'm sorry. When the doctor asked me to choose between mom or the baby, I said without hesitation the baby. What? What, are you confused? It's a no-brainer, isn't it? I don't care about you. Just give me a grandchild. My husband and son feel the same way too. I can't believe the doctor would say that. He said we'd work together so I could see my daughter's face. Was he lying? There's nothing they can do. The doctor couldn't tell you either. So if you ask, they'll just cover it up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to deliver this baby safely. You and my father-in-law are still at the hospital, right? Let me check with my husband and father-in-law. The three of you heard what the doctor said, right? What, are you doubting me? It's an indisputable fact. I'm already home, and my son and husband are so nice. They said they couldn't tell you directly, so I had no choice. I'm the one who told you. I'm the bad guy here, instead of the nice guys. Do you understand? I'm doing it for you, and it pisses me off that you suspect me. Oh, I see. Well, you can ask my son. He won't tell you the truth out of concern for you. That's true, he is a kind man. I'll be able to raise this baby, won't I? I'm a little too shocked. My head is all messed up. Just giving birth is going to be difficult, so forget about raising the baby. Oh yes, where is your life insurance policy? In the safe? Why? I will need it after you move on. You're going to the other side after you have the baby anyway. Is it that bad? The doctor told me that you have a few more months if you don't get treatment. A few months? He said you won't last long even if you get treatment. Anyway, I don't want anything to happen to the baby. Please, don't get the treatment. It would be really serious if the medicine causes a handicapped child. And if you say that you don't want to have the baby anymore, I'll hate you for the rest of your life. You can't be so cruel as to let yourself be the only one to survive, can you? Of course not. I would give my life to have this baby. Yes, good. That's what you should do. I will keep the baby in my belly without treatment. Good. Well said. Refuse treatment at all costs. That's what a mother should do. Got it. I'm so relieved to hear you say that. I am the only one who can protect my baby. Anyway, for now, I'll do my best to give birth to a healthy baby. However, if you don't have a healthy baby, I'll give the child away just like you were given away by your parents. We don't need a handicapped child in our home. It's a precious life. Please, don't do that. Any child is our precious daughter. Even the echo results didn't show anything wrong with the child. I'm sure she'll be fine. You don't know that until the baby is born, and if she looks like you, I'll throw her away deep in the mountains right on the spot. She's your grandchild. You wouldn't do that, would you? I'm looking forward to it. When you go to heaven, I'll have some money. I can mock a daughter who looks like you. Kids won't argue like you do, and it will be fun to tease her. Please, don't ever do that. No matter how much you hate me, please don't touch my baby. Then you'll suffer and survive. You will protect your child from me. Well, I know that's not going to happen. At best, watch your daughter get mocked from the other side. No matter what happens, I will protect her from you. You've got a lot of bravado, don't you? You can barely get up now. I wonder what's going to happen to you from here on out. I hear your illness is going to be very painful and agonizing. It is? My condolences. It would be easier if you went out quickly, wouldn't it? What a thing to say to someone who's trying so hard to live. You're a horrible person. I can't die and leave her here. No matter how hard you try, you don't have much time left. Do your best to struggle and resist all you want. Be responsible and give birth to my plaything. I was having a great time shopping and then I get a call that things have taken a turn for the worst. So, is it about that time?
Anyway, you need to come to the hospital as soon as possible.
So, this is the end. I'll have to have the insurance policy on standby. I can't wait to see how much I get.
What?
I'm going to say this one last time. I don't care about you. Just make sure you give birth to my grandchild. If you're going to go, do your duty as a daughter-in-law first, and watch your daughter being mocked from the afterlife.
What a thing to say. My wife is gone.
What nonsense are you talking about? Are you trying to make fun of me?
Angel passed away just a few minutes ago.
Huh?
This is Joey. Mom, I'm incredibly shocked. You would say such horrible things to Angel. I can't accept this kind of thing even as a joke.
Why are you using Angel's phone?
I just happened to be looking at her phone when she got a message from you. I replied without thinking about it.
Oh, it was a misunderstanding. I kind of misspoke.
I've got all the message history that you sent to her. What the hell is this? You acted so nice in front of me. I hate you for being so abusive. She was trying so hard and you're telling her to hurry up and go to the other side. Don't you have a soul, Mom? I can't believe all the things you said about my daughter, like abandoning her or picking on her.
Just listen to me for a second.
I don't want to hear your crap. Angel, she couldn't even tell me. And yet, I didn't see what was going on. I'm worthless.
I wanted her to be a good wife. I was just trying to be hard on her for her sake.
It doesn't sound like it, does it? You are horrible. I can't believe you said all those heartless things. It must have been sad and heartbreaking for Angel. If it wasn't hard enough with the pregnancy and cancer treatment, she had to endure verbal abuse from you.
It's her fault for not being strong enough. It's terrible to call it abuse. I was just a little too harsh.
Just a little too harsh? How can you be so complacent after hurting Angel like this? You're not a person. You're like a demon or a devil.
You don't have to go that far.
You've got to be kidding me. Saying Dad and I chose the baby over Angel? You even lied to her.
Well, I was testing her to see if she could fulfill her responsibilities as a mother.
There's no use in trying to deceive me. I've always wondered. Me and Dad both thought that she could have a child after she got better. Angel's body was the most important thing, so we wanted her to get her treatment as soon as possible. But Angel refused. I can't believe it was because of you.
But Angel was the one who finally decided not to have the treatment. I was just offering a little advice.
I think you made her say that.
Don't blame me alone.
Of course, I'm responsible for not noticing, but you know, it was just so painful and hard. It's not a person's place to push her into a corner.
Oh dear, why should I be the one to get yelled at? If she drew her last breath, then so did the baby in her belly. I'm sorry, but it can't be helped.
Aren't you sad? You lost both Angel and your granddaughter.
When I say I'm sorry, I mean I'm sorry. And I'll get the life insurance. If you marry a young lady from a good family, we'll have grandchildren with good bloodlines. That's better. Besides, a woman from nowhere like that is not worthy to be a part of our family. It's better for us that she's gone, because a granddaughter from an orphan would have been pain in the ass.
I'll never forgive you. Angel protected her baby until the very end. She even refused painkillers. She didn't want the medications to affect the baby. That's what you made her do. I don't know how much pain she went through.
But if this is the result, there's nothing I can do. I'm not going to the hospital. I'll get ready to get the life insurance.
That's enough. As for Angel, who was hopeful that she might be cured, you're the one who put a deadline on her life, Mom. If it weren't for that, she might have been cured.
She needed to be told. I thought it would be better for her to know so she could get her things in order before she leaves. You need to prepare yourself, right?
You've got to be kidding me. And you're offering condolences to a living person? You're saying she should go to heaven as soon as possible? No matter how hard it was, she endured it without a single complaint. I despise you for saying such things to her.
There's no need to be so angry.
I'll give you one chance. Come to the hospital right now and apologize. Get down on your knees and apologize for all the mistakes you've made.
No, I'm not listening to you anymore. You said she drew her last breath. So you want me to apologize to Ghost?
If you can't do that, you get out of my house.
What, this? Out of the blue? You don't have the gall to talk to your mother like that, do you?
This is Thomas, your husband.
You're at the hospital too?
Of course I am. Our precious Angel had a sudden relapse. It's normal to rush over immediately. I've seen all the messages you've been sending along with Joey's. She'd been struggling since she was a little girl, and all you did was hurl trash at her. I will never forgive you in a million years.
So I told Joey it was just an education. It's her fault for not being a good wife.
You've got to be kidding me. Angel took care of me like I was her real father. She always called me Dad, Dad. I can't believe I won't be able to hear her voice anymore. I'm so sad, I feel like I'm going to lose control.
You have me. I'm sure it wouldn't make you happy to have that abandoned child call you her dad.
There's nothing more I can say to you. Since you are out shopping, just don't come back. If I find you at home, I'll toss you out on your butt.
Don't be so angry. I was out of line. When the next daughter-in-law comes, I won't mock her.
Oh, so you were mocking her after all.
Uh-oh.
I'm divorcing you. Don't ever come home again.
What are you talking about? We're over 60 years old and you're divorcing me now? You're joking, right?
I'm serious. If you refuse, I'll mediate or take you to court.
Don't be so hasty. If you divorce me, I'll be alone. How will I live by myself from now on?
You need to be taught a lesson. I know every family has wife and mother-in-law problems, but yours has gone too far. You sent Angel to her death when she could have survived with proper medical treatment.
Don't say that. I didn't do anything wrong. It's because she took my precious son away from me. Joey was all over me until he married Angel. How can I let her do that? A wife is not family. To me, she's my enemy who took away my precious son.
Mom, please, stop being a child.
Huh? Joey?
Mom, there's nothing more important than a human life. If I'm so important to you, then you know how much Angel cherished the child in her belly. You knew that, didn't you? I can't believe you used that as an excuse.
I'm sorry about that. I made a little mistake. We all make mistakes, don't we?
Don't brush it off like that. If she had been treated earlier, she might have survived. There is so much to regret.
I really am sorry, so tell your father to forget about the divorce.
Nope. I'm for the divorce too. Get out now. Get out of our lives forever.
Hey, wait! Don't say such horrible things to your mother. My parents are gone and I'll be living on the streets if I leave the house. Ah, that's right. Give me half of Angel's life insurance. Of course, I'm entitled to it, right?
I'm the beneficiary of the life insurance. I'm not giving you a single penny.
What? I thought I was going to get that money. Fine, I'll go back to the house and get the life insurance policy before you guys do.
Don't be stupid. That's not going to put any money in your hands. I'll drag you out if I have to. So be prepared. You're going to spend the rest of your life making amends for what you did to Angel. For the rest of your life, you will live in misery with your sins on your shoulders. Do you understand?
I'm sorry. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. Please, don't say that. I won't ever do it again, I swear.
You couldn't do it, even if you wanted to. Angel is no longer in this world. If you want forgiveness, bring Angel back to life.
That's impossible. Oh God, I don't know what to do. I'm really sorry. Please, don't send me away.
Forget it. I don't have a mom. No more talking. After that, my father came home from the hospital first, got the insurance policy, and tossed my mother out of the house. The mediated divorce was finalized. When we tried to divide the assets, it seems my mother must have been relying on Angel's life insurance money. Father's savings had been almost completely used up, so my mother was forced to pay back the money she wasted as a debt. From now on, my father and I will protect the precious life that Angel left to us. I forgot to tell you that Angel gave birth to her baby safely, and after seeing the baby's face, she passed away. Angel was in agony until she lost consciousness. She kept repeating, "Protector, protector, protector." My father and I were afraid that my mother would do something to the baby. We kept the birth of the child a secret. Angel, has the pain gone? Are you okay now? To be honest, I wanted to put Angel's life first. That's why I tried to convince her over and over again when she refused the treatment. I never thought she would part so soon. I'm sorry, I was so close to you, but I couldn't see how you felt. What a pathetic man I am. I hate myself. I'm the one who should be punished. Instead of making it up to Angel, I will take good care of the life you left for me and raise it, so rest assured. Good night. If there is a next life, I promise to find you. I promise to make you happy this time.
Amy, are you getting married? Why didn't you tell your mother? You must be feeling good about yourself. What? How did you know that? I got the wedding invitation. Did you send me this to get my attention? You're really childish, aren't you? It's not worth it. What are you talking about? There's no way I'm trying to impress you. I would never send an invitation to you. I'm all done with you guys. In fact, I didn't send it to you. Then what's this? Are you saying it was delivered by mistake? Don't be such a spoiled brat. Maybe my fiancé's mom sent it. I explained my relationship with you and told her I wouldn't send it. She's a very family-oriented person. She wouldn't listen to me. She may have sent it to you without asking me. It wasn't my choice. Just throw it away. Oh well, that's fine. I don't know what I would have done if you'd asked me to attend your wedding now. You are so ugly. I don't even think you as my daughter anymore. My only daughter is sweet, sweet Ruby. I'm tired of hearing that. I'm a failure because I'm not smart and look like Dad. And Ruby is a success because she's brilliant like you. That's right. Besides, Ruby graduated from medical school and became a doctor at a big hospital. You are nothing compared to Ruby. Yes, I know. You treated us so differently. I get a canned pasta and Ruby gets a steak and lobster. My clothes were from a second-hand store and Ruby's were designers. My room was in the garage and Ruby had a spacious room. After I graduated from high school, I went to a community college on a scholarship. You paid for Ruby's medical school. She deserved it. Investing in an ugly person like you is a waste of money. I won't help you with your wedding. Don't ask me for a wedding gift. I'll plan for a big wedding for Ruby though. I don't expect anything at all from you. You haven't changed. That's why Dad left you. What? What do you mean by that? I mean it as it is. Dad got fed up with the way you treated me. That's why he left you as soon as I started college. You called people failures, but you fail in your marriage. What? Who do you think you're talking to? You're the failure. I'll never go to your wedding. I'll never hold your baby either. You don't have to come, and you don't have to hold my baby. I'll just tell my MIL that you cannot make it. Bye. So that's the story. I texted Amy, and that was her response. Can you believe that? That's terrible. Amy thinks she is getting ahead because she's getting married. She is ugly, skinny, and sassy. I feel sorry for you, Mom. You are the only daughter I love. That failure is driving me crazy. Is Amy seriously getting married? I think she is lying. Even if it's true, she's probably getting married to some lousy, ugly guy. I can't believe that ugly girl is getting married before you, Ruby. It's impossible. Oh, I've got an idea. I'll go to her wedding, and I'll totally ruin it. Tell me more. I'm her sister, after all. I can get in. I could go to her wedding and pour booze all over her dress. I might hit on the groom. I'm definitely prettier than Amy. He could break off the engagement right there. Let's ruin the wedding like that. What do you think? Sounds fun, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. That's my daughter. My bosses are taking the day off that day. I can skip half a day or so. I'll just go over there and ruin the ceremony. I have an idea. You should wear a bright white dress. Oh, really? Are you going to go that far? I thought it was my wedding. I came in a pure white dress. What do you think? I'll get you a dress. Take a good look at Amy's stupid face. Okay, I got it, Mom. Congratulations on your wedding today, Amy. Have fun. Yes, what was that? What? What's wrong with celebrating my daughter's wedding? I don't want you to celebrate with me. Will you stop texting me? You're good for nothing. Oh well, I won't be at the wedding today, but Ruby will be there. She's taking some time to get ready, so she'll join halfway. What? That's not possible. I'm sure Ruby didn't get the invitation either. She's trying to be nice to you. Unlike you, she's very kind. She took a day off for you. You should be grateful. Listen to me. It's insane to come without an invitation. Are you up to something? You'll have to wait and see. Anyway, Ruby will be there. You'll be surprised. Alright, I'll let the receptionist know. Just out of curiosity, does she know whom I'm marrying? I don't know anything about that. I don't care who he is. I see. Poor Ruby. Hey, Mom. What should I do? What's wrong? Did you get a good look at Amy's stupid face? I bet she was even uglier than usual. That's not the point, Mom. It's bad. What? Amy is marrying my boss's son. What? He's the director's son at my hospital. The person who is going to be the next director. Everyone there was high up at the hospital. Some of my seniors were there too. What? That's not good. It's not good at all. They knew who I was right away. What am I going to do? I can't go to work tomorrow. I'm going to get scolded for sure. They know I've been skipping work. I can't be a doctor anymore if word of this gets out. Oh no. Mom, what should I do? I ran away quickly, but my boss won't stop calling me. What should I do, Mom? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't go to the ceremony. I don't care. You're on your own. Huh? You told me to wear a white dress. You even agreed to crash my sister's wedding. I just did what you told me to do. It's your fault this happened. Do something about it. Shut up. It's not my fault. You did everything on your own. I had nothing to do with it. What? Mom, don't you dare, Mom. Don't you dare leave me. Mom? Hey, stop ignoring me. Answer your phone. That's a lot of messages and incoming calls. I've never seen that many notifications. Amy, what have you been doing all this time? I just got back from the party. It was so much fun. Today was the best day ever. The best day ever? This is the worst day ever. I come home and Ruby won't come out of her room. Her phone keeps ringing and I don't know what to do. Well, after showing up to my wedding like that, I didn't expect Ruby to show up in a wedding dress. It was so much worse than I expected. It made me laugh. So is it true that you were marrying a doctor? The director's son? That's right. My husband is the son of the director. I work for a pharmaceutical company now. That's how I met him. Why didn't you tell me that before? If I'd known, none of this would have happened. I didn't need to tell you. We didn't talk to each other for a long time. Even if I had told you, you'd have said I was lying anyway. Either way, it was over when Ruby tried to ruin my wedding. It's all your fault. Don't be ridiculous. It's all your fault. What if Ruby won't be able to go to work? She barely made it as a doctor. I don't know. She deserves it. You should do something. Tell them you asked her to wear a wedding dress as a joke. Just make something up. Pretend you planned the whole thing. Why? Why? Because it's for Ruby's sake. She's your sister. Don't act like we're a family now. You treated me like no more than a stranger, and now you're acting like an idiot. Why would I do that for you and Ruby? I refuse. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm your mother. Did you forget all the things I did for you? I'm fine with what you think of me. I've never felt in debt to you. Besides, it's too late to say anything now. I've already told them everything. Huh? After Ruby ran away, people asked me what had happened. So I told everyone how I grew up, how you and Ruby treated me. I told them all the pity stories. What? They believed me right away. They felt sorry for me. Even my mother-in-law realized what she had done. She apologized for sending you the invitations without asking me. Now that she owes me a big favor, our relationship will be fine. I should thank you for that. I'm getting off track. Oh well, Ruby might not have a place at work tomorrow. Stop kidding around. Take it back now. All of it. What if Ruby can't go to work because of you? Do something. It's your fault. What part of this is my fault? You guys took advantage of me. You tried to ruin my wedding, and you guys failed. You shouldn't have gotten married. It's your fault for not telling us about your husband. You ugly daughter. You ruined our lives. That's a stupid accusation. That doesn't make any sense. Please tell Ruby. My father-in-law, the director, is furious with her. There's no place for her at work tomorrow. Would anyone hire her elsewhere? It's a small world, and word will get around. A daughter you raised is now unemployed. Poor thing. What? Are you kidding? We don't joke around, do we? If you try to ruin your boss's wedding, you'd lose your place or two. Do you understand that? I didn't know. Please do something. If Ruby loses her job, my life will be miserable. You're dependent on Ruby's income now. But I don't work for my husband's hospital. I try not to meddle in business matters. I can't do anything about it. I'm useless, as you always told me. Oh no, please, can you do something? I'll do anything for you. Help your mother. My mother? Don't make me laugh. Just like you never thought me as a daughter. I never thought of you as my daughter. I'm tired today. I'm going to bed. Don't ever contact me again. Wait, Amy. I wish you a long life with your failed daughter. Goodbye. Ruby stormed into my wedding in a white dress and tried to ruin it. This incident clearly tells how stupid she is. I was shocked my mother and sister were that ignorant. After that, Ruby was so embarrassed that she stayed in her room for a long time. She was fired from her job due to her continuous absenteeism from work. Ruby's pride, which had never known any setbacks, was broken. My mother, who had lost her source of income, tried to reach out to me. However, she could not contact me since I blocked her number. She's managing to live on her savings. My mother and Ruby argue every day now. They are really ignorant. As for me, my husband and my in-laws are very attentive to me, and our relationship is good. No one looks down on me or puts me down, and I am happy and peaceful every day. I hope to live peacefully with my new family.
Hey, what happened with the kids?
Kids? Is this the wrong send? I'm at work right now.
It's not wrong. I meant to send it to my brother, you. Work is more important than your own child? I can't believe you. You're out of your mind leaving 4 little kids like this. Children's homes are not daycare centers, you know?
I'm sorry, but I really don't understand what you mean. Can you explain what's going on?
This morning, your children were left unattended in front of the facility where I work.
What?
Along with a letter from my sister-in-law asking me to take care of them.
By sister-in-law, do you mean Michaela?
Yes. What does it mean when my older brother and his wife left their 4 children and they've gone silent? Everyone is crying and saying they want to see their mom.
How are the children doing right now?
All the staff are at work to deal with them. I fed them, so they're fine now.
I see, that's good then.
It's not good. Are you feeding them? They're all so skinny. Are you working all the time and not taking care of your kids? Maybe something happened at work and you don't have any money? Poor kids, they're all so skinny.
Is that bad?
It's about your own children, right? When did you even have children? And 4 kids? I never heard anything about it.
No, those aren't my kids.
What?
I hadn't mentioned it to you before, but I got divorced from Michaela 3 years ago. We don't have any children.
What do you mean? Wait a minute, I don't get it at all. Divorced? Why? You two were a sweet couple.
I'll explain it to you.
Yes, please.
The Michaela you knew was a nice, always happy and kind woman, wasn't she?
In fact, she was like that.
But after we got married, Michaela's true nature came out.
What do you mean?
She neglected the house, went to get her nails done and went to the beauty salon all the time. She only thought about herself.
What? She didn't seem like that at all. I thought she was a caring, family-oriented woman and I trust her with you.
Right, but the truth is, she only saw me as an ATM.
That's terrible.
That's why Michaela and I fought so much.
I see.
After a year, she disappeared, leaving only the signed divorce papers.
I didn't know that was going on. But why didn't you tell me then? I wanted to help you.
To be honest, I was so ashamed of myself for not seeing through Michaela's true nature that I felt self-loathing.
You didn't do anything wrong. Self-hatred is so unlike you. Did you forget that I'm always here for you?
I knew you'd say that, which makes it even harder for me to tell you about it. You were so happy we got married, weren't you?
Yeah?
The thought of disappointing you made me feel ashamed and sorry. You can't go around causing trouble for your little sister and still claim to be a good big brother, right?
You don't have to worry about that.
At the time, you had just started working and you were busy every day.
That's true, but
It was hard to get in touch with you, so I was kind of reserved.
I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. But I didn't want you to be alone. I could have helped you.
You're right, sorry.
Oh, is that why you were transferred overseas? I know we haven't been in touch regularly due to the time difference, and you've seemed busy, so I didn't ask for all the details.
Oh, I was feeling self-loathing, so I decided to go because I thought it would be a good way to reset my mind. You know, a fresh start in a new environment and not having to think about anything else while you're working so hard.
That's true. You're still abroad now? Oh, but you said you were at work, right? Isn't it late there right now?
No, I recently came back to America.
Really?
I had finished all the moving and paperwork and I was finally planning to talk to you about the divorce.
I'm sorry I said things like I was blaming you.
It's totally fine.
Who are those kids with anyway? I wonder if their father knows about this.
She might not have told her husband anything.
Anyway, I'll give it some time and try to contact her. We have to do something soon for the kids' sake.
Yeah, I understand. Based on what you've said, I'm worried if they're being raised properly. Even today, I bet she's leaving the kids alone to go get her nails done or something. I bet she's not feeding them because she's spending all her money on herself.
I think so.
I have something else I want to talk to you about, so can we meet tonight?
Sure.
Oh, but are the kids with you?
My boss agreed to take care of them, and they play well with the other children. There are other staff members besides me too, so it will be fine.
Well, how about we have a rare sibling talk without any interruptions?
Let's do it. My name is Alyssa. I'm 28 years old. We lost our parents in an accident when we were kids, and my brother and I were raised by relatives. They didn't take very good care of us. Because of this experience, I wanted to be a person who can give warmth to children without parents. That's why I started working at a children's home. It's a busy job, but I'm living fulfilling days with kids. My brother told me everything that had happened to him over the past 3 years. He also told me how self-centered Michaela had been. And Michaela's selfish actions, of course, didn't stop with just this one incident. In fact, this was just the beginning. I'm going to pick them up now. You finally replied. How dare you leave the kids like this? Why can't I? You like raising kids who aren't related to you, don't you? What the hell? This is unacceptable. Oops, sorry. Don't get mad at me. You don't feel bad about it, do you? Whatever, I said I'll go get them. Just like my brother said, you really were a self-centered person. I thought you were kind and nice, but I'm shocked. Huh? What did he say? Just to confirm, you and my brother divorced 3 years ago, right? That's right. So what? These children aren't from my brother, right? They're from my remarriage partner. I see. So why did you leave the children? Because they were getting in the way of our date. What? Did your husband agree to leave the kids at our facility? No. Well, my remarriage partner passed away in an accident, so I'm single now. I'm the only parent, so it's up to me what I do with the kids. What? Then who's your date? So, the guy I'm currently interested in is my date. I met him at a bar recently. He's young, but he's good looking and earns good money. How can someone like that go on a date with you? He likes children. I'm raising 4 kids by myself after my husband left. He seems to be really into the image of a devoted mother like me. You're lying again, aren't you? So why do you leave the kids behind when you go on dates, generally? How can you call yourself a devoted mother? It's not romantic if you go on a date with kids. Is that why you left them? They were anxious and crying. Children are supposed to cry, so why don't you just let them cry?
Do you take proper care of the children?
If you leave them alone, they will grow up on their own.
Are you kidding me? What do you think of the children?
They are just tools to make me happy.
What?
To be honest, I'm single and I didn't want them. But I still have them because the guy loves children. So the children help me play the role of a virtuous and lovely woman. It's like I adapt my fashion and nail choices to match the interests of the guy I'm pursuing. You know?
Are you serious?
Of course I am. Everyone in the world is my tool. Well, your brother was a useless tool though.
What do you mean?
I mean, he was worthless. He used to give lectures all the time and it was so annoying.
You are a total jerk.
By the way, how's your brother doing? Is he still okay? Or didn't he become a recluse after being abandoned by me?
My brother wasn't on overseas assignment until recently, so you don't need to worry about him. He's doing just fine.
That's so boring. Well, whatever. I'm coming to get my kids, so get them ready.
Please don't.
What?
I can't entrust these children to someone as selfish as you.
What are you talking about? I'm their mother. You, a stranger, have no right to decide whether or not to give them to me. Their mother said she's going to pick them up, so shut up and give them to me.
I can't call someone who can't be there for her children as a mother.
OMG, what a pain in the ass. I don't care about what you think about me as a mother. I'm their biological mother, so you can't say anything about me.
Anyway, for their safety, we'll take them into our custody.
You think you're allowed to be so selfish?
Who's being selfish?
The guy I'm interested in wants to meet them. I need you to hand them over.
If you give me a reason like that, it makes it even harder for me to let go of the kids.
Okay, whatever. I have an idea.
What are you thinking?
Done. Posted it.
You posted what?
I posted online that your facility is a criminal organization that takes children from their parents without permission.
What?
As a side note, I also mentioned that the staff treats the children like objects.
Did you really post such a lie? Doing something like that in today's social media-driven world? It can have serious consequences.
I know, that's why I posted it. I made sure to put the facility's name on the post, so you'll be famous in a flash.
Are you serious? What have you done?
Isn't it your fault for challenging me? I can't wait to see what happens. Hey, looks like that post went viral. In your face. Everybody talking shit about you. It's your fault because you do things that don't make sense.
It's your head that doesn't make sense.
Anyway, now you know, don't you? What happens if you don't do what I say? If you don't want more trouble, just give me the kids.
So let me get this straight. You will take care of the children?
Of course. Children are important bait to attract men, so I'll take good care of them.
I guess children are just tools for you, aren't they?
That's right.
Are the men you're targeting just tools to you?
I don't know. He's a pretty good tool so far. Well, if I can't use him, I'll throw him away as soon as I can.
Like my brother.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I see, I understand.
You should have obeyed me from the beginning. Well, I'm going to pick up the kids now. Enough with the nagging, just hand them over.
By the way, Travis seems to be a very nice person, just like you said.
What?
He's young, has a high income, is a gentleman, and has a good sense of humor. No wonder you were after him.
How do you know him?
He's an acquaintance. My brother knows him, to be exact.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told you that my brother was transferred overseas, didn't I?
I heard about it, but so what?
At the place where he was transferred, my brother met a woman who had also been transferred from America. They started dating.
What kind of a woman would date such a worthless man? So what does it have to do with anything? Are you trying to be sarcastic to me? A woman who goes out with a worthless man must be a terrible person.
The brother of that worthless woman is the one you're after, Travis.
What?
The world is a small place, isn't it?
I was surprised too. You're not saying unnecessary things, are you? I didn't say anything, but he saw all the conversation with my brother. No way! You did such an insane thing? It seems you were at least familiar with the word insane. I thought that maybe the concept wasn't in your head because your words and actions are so insane. I can't reach him when I call. My messages also remain unread. I think my brother got a message from him saying she almost had me fooled. I'm glad we were able to save him. What are you going to do? You should take responsibility. It's your own fault. Shut up! Tell him it was all a mistake. I'm not going to tell him. I didn't do anything wrong. I won't let you get away with this. Wouldn't you be better off worrying about yourself instead of this? Huh? What do you mean? Making a fake post like that is too much. My manager was furious and decided to file a damage report. Huh? Are you saying you will report it to the police? That's what it means. Because of your post, there were prank callers and harassers at the facility. The kids also harassed at their school. For the crime of causing damage to our facility and hurting our children with your baseless slander, we will make sure that you pay for it. You're kidding, right? Reporting it to the police is too much. Of course, we have to go this far. I understand. I apologize for my post. Maybe I went a little overboard. My bad. It's not a little, and it's too late now. Don't report it to the police. What will happen to my nails if I get arrested? What about the beauty salon? No more going to beauty salons. I mean, even if you do that behind bars, no one will look at your nails. What? Am I going to jail? No way, I want to be free. I want to live in luxury. Seriously, aren't you worried about your children? What? Don't you care what happens to your children after you are arrested? Of course not. Nails and beauty treatments are more important. It's true that people can go beyond anger and feel exasperated. Thanks to you, I learned that. Shut up. Also, I'll show this conversation to the police. I'll just let you know. Huh? What do you mean? I'm serious about what I said. After my research, it appears likely that you could be charged with child abandonment. What are you talking about? If you're concerned about it, do your own research. It would be a good use of your time to learn what you will be charged with until the police arrive. That's enough. I'll take them in and take care of them. That settles it. No, don't settle this on your own. Besides, the kids want to stay here. How? Why? They must have been treated so badly. They were so happy just to have a hot meal. Well, there were times when the food was cold, but... You didn't talk to them much, and you yelled at them if something happened. You didn't even let them sleep with you, did you? That's a lie! A lie! They're all liars! All four of them are lying together to frame me! You call a child a liar? What kind of a mother are you? Fine, I'm sorry, I apologize. But please don't call the police, okay? Please take responsibility for your own actions. And if you're going to apologize, it's to your children, not to me. Please, I'll get down on my knees or whatever it takes, so please forgive me. I sincerely apologize to my children too. Just don't call the police.
You got what you deserved, Mick.
Mick? Only Brian calls me that.
Yeah, it's me, the worthless man who got dumped by you. I'm using Alyssa's phone now.
Brian, you should ask Alyssa not to report me to the police.
Why would I help you? Besides, I'm thinking of suing you too.
Huh? Why?
You seem to have 4 kids, but I'm guessing you had the first child when we were still together.
So what? It's been 3 years. How are you going to sue me?
Oh, you don't know? You can claim alimony for infidelity from the moment you become aware of the fact.
What?
I just found out about it, so of course I have enough time to file a claim.
You're kidding, right? You wouldn't do that, would you?
Of course I would, why not? On the contrary, what makes you think I wouldn't? Thanks to your confession, I'll be able to sue you smoothly, thanks.
Hey, we were married once. How could you do such a terrible thing?
Because that's all you did.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me, please.
If you really feel bad, accept your punishment. You'll live behind bars, repenting for what you did to your children.
But
I'm just glad I met you. Thanks to you, I've developed eyes that aren't fooled by appearances.
I'm not happy to hear you say that. All I wanted was to be happy. What's wrong with that? It's not wrong to try to be happy. It's the way you took to achieve it that was wrong. Michaela, please take your punishment well. If you change your mind and reflect on what you did, you may be able to be happy in the future. No! In the end, Michaela was arrested for child abandonment. Additionally, allegations of defamation and interference with the facility's operations were also acknowledged. Furthermore, through DNA testing, it was confirmed that the father of the child she was pregnant with during their marriage was not my brother. It appears that she received the insurance money from her deceased husband. She used it to pay alimony to my brother and damages to the institution. Moreover, it was decided that child support would be allocated. The facility is now operating as usual. The harassment towards the children has stopped, and they are all going to school happily and in good spirits every day. I am very pleased that peace has returned to our lives. My brother got married to his girlfriend, and this time he has found happiness in his life. Her children, each with their own aspirations, are currently thriving in our facility.
Hey, Cassidy. I've been texting you, but why no response? Hello? Come on, Cassidy. Sorry, Sandy. Just got back from work. No way. I didn't know you were working. Why not? 'Cause you're married? Is working a bad thing? Poor you. Why? You must be so poor that you both have to work to make a living. It's not like that. Being a child care worker has been my dream since I was a kid. I enjoy my job and have no plans to quit. Always putting a tough front, huh? But seeing all those messages during the day, it seems you're not working. Still living off our parents? Rude! I do part-time work, you know. But that part-time job doesn't pay enough for you to be independent, right? I'm living at home, so I don't need to hustle that much. Mom and Dad are still working, so even if I don't, we can still eat. I don't see the point of getting a real job. So you help out with housework, right? Mom does it all. Wow, seriously? If you keep depending on them, it's gonna be you in trouble if something happens to them. Oh, please. They're both still in their 60s. They're fine. I spoke to Mom on the phone the other day. She mentioned wanting to get you out of the house soon. She thinks that spoiling you won't do you any good. What? This is the first time I hear about this. You were born when Mom and Dad were already in their 40s, so you've been doted on since you were little. That's why you've turned into such a selfish adult. Mom regrets not being stricter with you. Jeez, so mean of her to say that. I'm their jewel, so they should look after me forever. You're terrible. Turning 25 and yet you're neither working or helping at home, but just drifting around. But you know what? I'm actually moving out. Oh, really? You've finally decided to be independent? I'm getting married! Wow, congratulations. Finally, no more leaning on Mom and Dad, huh? They must be relieved now. I've won! You won what? My fiancé is the next CEO. So, a future life of luxury is practically guaranteed for me. Quite different from you, who'll have to keep working even after marriage. Sigh. How about that? Feeling envious? No, not really. I don't recall competing with you, so it doesn't bother me. But you see, I never want to lose to you. Even though I'm way better looking, it was so frustrating for me when you got married first. I'm not satisfied unless I'm better than you in everything. Okay. But this time, I've won. His family owns the company, and his dad is the current CEO. He's set to take over as the eldest son soon, so I'll be the wife of the CEO. It's like a dream come true. Where did you meet him? I met him at a singles mixer. There's a bit of an age gap, but he listens to everything I say and is so sweet. He's been so busy with his work that he hasn't had a chance to meet anyone. He said, "I'm a really lucky guy to marry such a young and pretty girl." I see. Well, for a plain Jane like you, getting picked by a wealthy guy is an experience you'd never have. I wouldn't be so sure about that, you know. Once I'm married, I plan to be a stay-at-home wife. Since I'll be taken care of by the CEO of a company, I won't have to work, and I'll be set for life. How about that? Jealous? Not at all. Why not? Because I actually enjoy working. I've never even thought about wanting to be a stay-at-home wife. I see. Understood. What? I bet your husband's not making that much money. That's why you're acting tough, saying you enjoy working. But in truth, you're desperate, right? I'm not. Seriously. I genuinely love my job. What's the fun in a demanding job like childcare worker? Sure, it can be tough at times, but I love kids. And my husband isn't on a low salary. Don't make assumptions about him without even meeting him. Oops, my bad. Come to think of it, I've only seen him in photos. But when I think about a guy who wanted to marry you, I can only picture some regular white-collar worker. You pulled the sickie and ditched my wedding at the last minute, remember? Mom and Dad were so disappointed. I had my reasons. I just couldn't bear to see you looking so happy on your wedding day. But hey, I'll invite you to my wedding. Bring your husband along, okay? Let's see the contrast between the high-class and low-class couples. Sure, whatever. Looking forward to it. Cassidy, my wedding's coming up soon. You'll be there, right? Oh yeah, it's in a week, isn't it? Of course, I won't miss it. Are you texting me just to make sure? No, I wanted to give you a warning before the wedding. Warning? About what? Please don't embarrass me. What do you mean? Like, don't roll up to the venue in a beat-up pickup truck or something. It'll be so embarrassing, so don't, okay? What are you talking about? You've always been blasé about your appearance and belongings, right? Remember when you had that old beat-up car and wore whatever clothes jumped out at you first? That was back when I was a broke student, you know. Aren't you still kind of broke? I'm going to be the future CEO's wife. If his family finds out my older sister's struggling financially, it'll be so awkward. I get it. I'm aware of the rules of the game, so relax. But don't stress too much about it. Huh? I'm feeling quite bad for you. I'm sorry for making you spend money to attend my wedding. It must be tough to get an outfit and shoes sorted, right? Not really. My fiancé got me a designer wedding dress. But for you, a cheap dress from Shein will do just fine. Don't worry about that. I have a couple of formal dresses, thanks to my husband's work-related events. Events? You've never been to such a thing in your life. Blatantly making up stuff? I'm just telling the truth. Yeah, sure. You're just really annoyed that I'm going to be the future CEO's wife, aren't you? Not really. Well, you just keep living in poverty forever. I can totally picture you stomping your feet in frustration while witnessing my gorgeous bridal look. It's gonna be priceless. Hey, I need to ask you something. Yeah? What's up? Your wedding is about to start. Is it okay for the bride to be texting now? Whatever. I want to know what's up. I heard someone who looked like you and your husband arrived in a Mercedes. On top of it, neither of you was driving. Did your friend give you guys a ride? Oh, that was our private driver. A driver? Well, you mentioned not wanting your in-laws to think I was poor, right? I did say that, but... You said it'd be embarrassing to roll up in a beat-up pickup truck because they'd be appalled. Right. But there's a limit to everything, you know. You must have paid a luxury car service. But seriously, that's way too much. Are you trying to mess with me? I didn't arrange that. It's been routine for us to have a driver when we go out together, ever since I got married. No way! Stop joking around! Your husband isn't as wealthy as mine. He actually is. What? He didn't show any signs of it when we first met. I was genuinely surprised when I visited his family. He comes from a long line of landowners and runs a real estate business. Landowner? Yeah, everyone in his family is wealthy, and of course, their family home is a mansion. I thought I wasn't good enough to marry into that family, but it turns out they're down to earth and welcoming despite their status. They embraced me, so I decided to marry him. It's a tight-knit family, and I'm incredibly happy now. I had no idea! Why didn't you tell me? Mom and Dad never mentioned anything like that. They probably chose not to tell you on purpose. Why not? Because they know how competitive you are. They worried you'd do something out of jealousy if you found out. You're kidding! I thought I finally had one up on you. Even if my husband's the future CEO, he drives a domestic car himself. There's no way he can compete with someone who has a personal driver. Whether he's rich or not, it doesn't determine who's winning or losing, you know? Huh! You're probably mocking me as a poor person deep down. Why would you even think that way? I didn't marry him because he's rich. I just happened to fall for someone who happens to be affluent. Ugh! It's so annoying. I shouldn't have invited you to my wedding. It's a bit late to say that now. Oh, by the way, I heard your husband's business is a family-run company. Wait, what? I bumped into some of your hubby's relatives in the lobby earlier. They told me quite a bit. Sounds like your father-in-law runs a small construction company. A small construction company? Don't tell me you didn't know. It's been running since your husband's grandfather's time. They've run it with only family members, not hiring employees. I heard that your mother-in-law is currently in charge of accounting and other administrative tasks. What? Hold on. What do you mean it's just the family? Oh my God, you didn't know any of it? I didn't know it was a family business. All I knew was that his dad was running the company. So you didn't check anything before? But when someone says they run a business, you'd imagine there are like 1,000 employees and the CEO sits in a fancy office, right? Unfortunately, it sounds like it's just a family working there. From what the relatives said, your in-laws intend for you to join the company after marriage to learn the ropes. What? I haven't been told about that. Geez, you decided to marry without knowing anything. I was supposed to be a classy full-time homemaker married to the future company CEO, not some office clerk in a tiny company. Even so, it's a family business. If your husband's supposed to take over from his dad as the CEO, wouldn't you end up doing accounting like your mother-in-law? No way! I'm terrible at math. I just suck at working in the first place. If you're not happy, why not talk to him and your in-laws about it? What am I going to do? I'm starting to regret this whole thing. This is far from what I had expected. Anyway, don't you need to get ready? The ceremony's starting soon, isn't it? Cassidy, I don't want to marry him after all. Is there any way to call off the wedding right now? What? Are you insane? We've already got a lot of guests scattered here. Canceling it now is totally out of the question. Can't we come up with some excuse, like saying the bride suddenly felt ill or something and cancel it? Pulling a sickie again? I don't want to go through with this. I've never heard of anyone faking an illness for their wedding. Besides, didn't you decide to marry him because you love him? Even if things don't go exactly as planned, isn't overcoming them together what marriage is about? I decided to marry for an elegant lifestyle as a CEO's wife. If it meant hustling in a family-run business, I wouldn't have chosen that old man. That's quite disrespectful to him, you know. I should probably head inside now. Let's cut the chat here. I'm looking forward to seeing you in your wedding dress. Wait! Cassidy! I can't do this! It wasn't supposed to be like this. Guess what? I want an annulment. Geez, you just had your wedding yesterday. What are you talking about? I can't take it. I should never have gone through with it. You were looking upset the whole time, even though you were supposed to be the star of the show. Of course I was grumpy. My whole life's been thrown off track. Wait, are you still bothered by joining your in-laws' company? If you really don't want to, just explain your reasons and decline. It's not like you made any promises to them before marriage. I didn't, but they're not the type to listen to my opinions. What happened? After the wedding, my in-laws told me I had to join the company right away. I also have to move in with them. Oh, so besides taking over the company, you're also expected to live together? We planned to live just the two of us. We had found an apartment, but they forced us to cancel the lease. Before the wedding, they were nice to me and never mentioned living together. Now, they've both become strict like they're different people. They say, I'm married into their family, so I must obey what they say. Even my husband now insists that the wife should follow the husband's family. Oh no, the whole family holds old-fashioned values. Everything feels completely different now. Was I deceived? My husband used to agree with all my wishes before we got married. What in the world did I do? They probably acted nice because they were desperate to find a wife. So, they were all acting? Most likely. How old is your husband now? He's almost 40. Perhaps he had trouble finding a partner due to his work and parents. Amidst that, your readiness to marry just because he's the successor might have been attractive to him. No way! Normally, you'd ask about the other person's job and parents before getting married. But all you could think of was that being the CEO meant being rich. You accepted his proposal before you tried to get to know him well enough, right? I'm sure he must have been grateful for your presence as he was in a rush. What the heck? It's like I fell into a trap! I wouldn't say it's a trap exactly. While it's terrible that they're pressuring you to live with them and join their company after the wedding, you're also at fault for not properly evaluating your partner before deciding to marry. Then, I'm divorcing him right away. Give me your husband. What? What nonsense are you talking about? I want to marry a wealthy guy. Being wealthy doesn't mean anyone will do, right? At this point, it doesn't matter. I just want to escape from them. I'm tired of being bossed around by these old-fashioned people. And you want my husband in exchange for that? Why not? I'll give you mine in return. You can't just trade husbands like objects. It's not fair that you got what I want. You've found a wealthy husband and live a high life. I want a personal chauffeur with a Mercedes too. We're sisters, so share some happiness with me. You've found the next CEO as your husband, haven't you? You got blessings from many people at your wedding. Do your best and be happy. I won't! I can't be happy! Why am I the only one facing this? I just wanted to marry a wealthy man. I haven't done anything wrong. It seems like payback for looking down on and judging others for being poor. I'm going out to dinner with my husband now. Later. Wait, Cassidy! I'm sorry for saying you're poor. Please, don't abandon me. Sandy started living with her husband and in-laws. She also began working at their company, leaving her with no time to rest, caught up in household chores and work. Her mother-in-law's guidance was so strict that it bordered on bullying, and she couldn't tolerate it anymore. She brought up the topic of divorce with her husband, but he just dismissed it. Her in-laws scolded her, saying, "Divorce? Don't make a fuss over such trivial matters." Leaving that family anytime soon seems impossible. Undoubtedly, she deeply regrets marrying for money. As for me, I'm surrounded by a loving husband and his family, doing a job I find fulfilling, and enjoying happy days. What's more, we recently found out that a new life is growing inside me. Right now, my family and I are eagerly anticipating the birth of our baby.
Sophie, what on earth are you doing?
What's wrong?
You've been slacking up on cleaning again. There's dust all over the house. You don't know anything about being a wife.
Oh, Ruth again. I know I've told you before, but if possible, please let me know ahead of time when you're coming. And please refrain from coming when my husband and I are not at home. I don't like guests coming into my home when nobody's there. Whether it's my mother-in-law or not, my husband agrees to.
What are you talking about? There's no way Tommy would say such a thing. I'm a Tommy's mother. Why would a mother need permission to come to her son's house? Besides, this is also unannounced inspections to make sure his wife is doing her job properly. You fail every time, and you're not being a good wife.
Unannounced inspections? I've been married for 3 years, and you still don't trust me?
Of course not. In the first place, I was against a messy person like you becoming his wife. But since Tommy insisted, I gave him permission. So at the very least, I should monitor his wife closely to make sure that she doesn't do anything improper. That's my role as a mother, isn't it?
I see.
So, what in the world is this dirty house? Do you clean it every day? It's a dump. I felt nauseous the moment I entered this house.
Nausea? Isn't that a bit dramatic? I clean the house every day. I take out the trash, I sweep the rooms every morning, and ventilate them. I clean the bathroom and toilet every day.
You're lying. There's something dusty about the place. There's still dust in the corners of the bathroom. You're so lax at cleaning. What if Tommy gets cancer from breathing the dirty air?
Oh dear, sorry about that.
What are those things in the fridge too? All those tasteless looking frozen foods. I almost had a stroke from shocking when I saw them. What kind of food are you making for Tommy to eat? I told you before, meals are to be homemade. Don't you dare cut corners when you're his wife. What will you do if Tommy gets sick? Would you take responsibility for that?
I don't remember buying frozen food. Are you talking about the pre-made meals? I mean the meals that I put in Tupperware or Ziplocs and freeze. They are the homemade, not frozen.
Don't talk back to me. If you're a wife, you should feed your husband freshly prepared hot food. Cutting corners by making leftovers or frozen food is outrageous. Make at least 5 hot dishes for every meal every day. You can do it for Tommy. You're not a good wife if you don't do what's expected of you and just talk back to me.
That's absurd. Those meals are homemade with nutritional balance in mind. So anything that's frozen is considered frozen food? We both work and came home later than him. That's impossible.
If you really love Tom, you can do it. Anyway, I've thrown away all those frozen foods, okay?
You what? You threw those out? All the meals for a week?
Yes, all of it. Starting today, you'd better start cooking properly. I won't forgive you if you cut corners.
Oh no, I made all the food. And I'm trying to cut back on food expenses.
Speaking of throwing things out, what's with your clothes? What's with those fancy clothes too?
What fancy clothes? You complained before, so I don't buy that many clothes these days.
You have pink clothes. Those clothes are only until elementary school. Are you not ashamed? Wearing such things when you're an adult.
By pink clothes? Do you mean the long pale pink skirt? Wait a minute. Did you go through my closet again? Please stop it already. I really don't like it.
You're the daughter-in-law. How dare you talk to me like that? Don't you know I'm giving you advice so you won't be humiliated? I threw away the dress and all your other fancy clothes. Be more frugal and live a life that doesn't embarrass you as a wife. Don't be extravagant with the Tommy earns.
Oh no, I think you have crossed the line.
I'll be back tomorrow for another inspection.
Tom, I'm at my wit's end. Your mother came to our house again unannounced. And she threw away today's dinner and my clothes.
Really? She came again? Mom never gets tired of it.
What are you talking about? That's not funny. Ever since she moved into the neighborhood, she's been here almost every day. She talks about unannounced inspections, frugality. She just wants to pick on me who's your wife. The amount of food and clothes she throws away costs extra money, and it's not easy to deal with her. If she keeps this up, we're gonna go to bankrupt.
Well, don't take it so seriously. She'll get tired of it. She's just excited to be closer to her son and his wife. Why don't you just ignore her?
You can't say that because she hasn't gotten rid of your stuff. I can't wait until your mother gets tired of it. Please tell her not to come and take away the duplicate key you made without my permission. Otherwise, I won't be able to take it much longer.
I don't know what to say. She won't listen to me. I don't even know what's going on. Why don't you tell her by yourself? Why don't you work it out together, since both of you are women?
If I complain, she'll come at me twice as much as she does now. Why can't you understand that? You're her son. Do something about it.
What are you so angry about? You've been too tense lately, Sophie. Calm down and do what Mother says for a while.
I told you, I don't want to do that.
Okay. I talked to her son. I just got called by my boss. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, Tom.
What? I'm still at work right now.
I just have a few questions. It won't take long. Depends on your response.
What? Don't waste time, just say it.
Your mom broke into our house again.
What? You're talking about that again? I told you to just ignore her.
I'm not complaining about the break-in this time. Your mom searched our house again without permission and found something interesting. She found it in the cardboard box in your room.
Oh, my room?
Yes, fancy women's underwear and clothes. And some brand-name cosmetics.
What?
Isn't that funny? I was surprised too. Your mom throws away all my clothes and cosmetics these days. I only buy cheap plain clothes and the bare minimum of cosmetics. So, why do we have all the stuff in our house? And I wonder why they came from your room. And they're in the cardboard boxes, quietly hidden away. Come on, what's going on? Explain it to me.
Well, you know, it's...
I hope you're not cheating on me, are you?
No, I'm not. Those are all mine.
Yours?
Yeah, I never told you this before because I was afraid you'd freak out. I like to dress up as a woman. They're all for me to wear. And I'm sorry that I misled you and that I've been keeping this as a secret to you.
Oh, so they're yours? All this underwear, clothes, cosmetics? It's all yours, is it?
That's right. I bought them all for myself, for my own use. So, it's not like I'm cheating on you or anything.
Try them on then.
Huh?
If you say these are all yours, then you can wear them. If you want to prove your innocence, come home right now and try them all on. You usually only wear men's size L. If you can wear this women's XS size, then you need to show me.
No, I mean, I'm still at work, so...
Oh yeah? Work is more important than the threat of divorce. Well, if you say so, okay then. I'm going home to my parents. I guess the next time I see you will be at the divorce settlement.
What? Divorce?
Instead of reprimanding my annoying mother-in-law who abuses me, you actively invite her into our house and help her abuse. I don't want a man who could cheat on me after all.
No, wait a minute, Sophie. I'm sorry. I'm leaving right now. Let me explain. It was just a mistake. It won't happen again. I apologize. And I'll never let my mom in the house again.
It's too late for that now. Goodbye.
Sophie, what are you doing?
What is it this time, Ruth? Did you come to my house again?
What are these despicable clothes? They're filthy. Of all places, you would hide something like this in Tommy's room.
Despicable clothes? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me. A skirt so short that people would almost be able to see your underwear. Or the red gaudy underwear. Or the expensive brand name cosmetics. When I was cleaning Tommy's room, I found them hidden in a cardboard box. What in the world are you thinking? You're a married woman with clothes like a prostitute. I can't believe it.
Huh? What's that? Red underwear?
You must be taking advantage of his kindness by cheating on him. What a dirty wife you are. Move out of here. Don't ever come near Tommy again.
Ruth, I don't have any clothes like that.
Are you sure?
I really don't know. We don't go into each other's rooms. I didn't hide them. I have no idea. I just found out about it now. You found it in Tommy's cardboard box, didn't you?
What?
Ruth, please don't touch anything. And just go home for now. If you take anything, I'll report you to the police. I'm coming home now. Ruth, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help today. I just finished discussing with Tom at my parents' house.
Yes, Sophie, may I ask you something? What do you mean by discussing?
About Tom's affair, of course. Tom has been cheating on me for the past 6 months.
Huh? He was really having an affair? You're not lying, are you?
You found the things that the other woman left behind in Tom's car and at the hotel. Good job. I've been bothered a lot by your interfering up to now. But this time, it really paid off. Thank you very much, Ruth.
Oh well, Sophie.
I'll return your son to you. I'll also demand alimony.
Hey, just a moment. Return means divorce?
Of course. I'm also gonna bill you for all my clothes and food that you've thrown away. I've kept a record of everything that was thrown away. So, I'm gonna charge you for every single thing.
Wait, Sophie. Don't be hasty. Think again. You've only been married for 3 years. Divorce for a single affair is too harsh.
80% of all divorces are caused by their mother-in-law trespassing and picking on the wife. I asked you to stop a million times. Every time you threw away my personal belongings and meal I'd made, Tom acted like it was just someone else's problem and didn't deal with it at all. I've reached a breaking point. Cheating was like the last trigger. There was a great parent-child partnership.
Wait a minute. It's my fault. But I was just doing it for Tom's sake.
Don't argue with me. You said it was for Tom's sake, but you just didn't like me, did you? It's good, isn't it? You won't have a sloppy woman as your son's wife.
I didn't mean it that way. I can't believe I made Tom get divorced.
It's too late to regret it now, Ruth. It's impossible to fix a relationship now. That's why I sent Tom off to your house just now. Please take care of him there. Goodbye.
Wait a minute, Sophie. I'm sorry for everything that's happened. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It won't happen again.
Tom said the same thing. That's what I'd expect from a scum parent and child deal. But no thanks. I will never forgive you, either of you. I'll contact you when I've hired a lawyer. Goodbye, mother-in-law. No, I mean ex-mother-in-law. After that, I hired a lawyer and demanded a divorce from Tom. I demanded $20,000 in alimony, including compensation for my personal belongings that my mother-in-law had thrown away. Of course, I also hired a professional investigator to find out who he was having an affair with and demanded compensation from her as well. At the divorce settlement, Tom and my mother-in-law got down on their knees and they cried as they told me not to go through the divorce. I refused, saying that there's nothing they can do to fix the problem. They gave in to all my demands, and the divorce was finalized. Now, Tom is staying at his mother's apartment. He blames my ex-mother-in-law for the divorce, and they seem to be on bad terms. I moved out of my old house and moved into a slightly more expensive apartment. It's a high-security place that no one can break into anymore.
I will not let a poor bachelor inherit a house. Who is it? What kind of nerve to forget your brother? My brother disappeared 5 years ago beyond the stars. What am I, a meteorite? If only he'd exploded like a big bang. I would be so happy. I took your wife, but how long have you been holding on? Like in a soap opera, you took her away during a wedding ceremony. Who wouldn't resent me for that? I was so cool then. Don't indulge yourself. Don't ever contact me again. Hey, we need to talk. I don't have anything to talk to you about. I do. I heard you inherited Mom and Dad's house. They did give me the house as an inter-virus gift. What's that got to do with you? You can't legally cut me off. So, I should have the right to inherit the house. How can you be so bold after bringing so much shame to our family? You're overreacting. I went around apologizing to everyone in attendance. I was so miserable. Kate asked me to do it. She asked me to come to get her like Prince Charming. You come on the moat though. I couldn't arrange a horse. The moat was so too tiny. Kate had to run away dragging her dress. You don't have to remember every single thing my fiancé was taking from me. How could I forget? You're a stubborn man, aren't you? That's not true. What? She left me for you. I don't have any remorse for the stupid woman, but I do have a grudge against you guys for humiliating me. That's more disgusting. I want nothing to do with you for the rest of my life. That's all. Hey, we are not done yet. We haven't even talked about the inheritance. I thought if I digress, you let me off the hook. I guess you're not that stupid. You've been looking down on me. Don't get carried away, you single loser. You're old-fashioned. Many people stay single nowadays. You always come at me with whatever I say. I've always hated that. Because what you say is always off. I don't get it. You're square and not fun, but people like you so much. I'm the one who always greets neighbors. You always stare at people, puffing on a cigarette. I'm not surprised people have a different impression. You went to a good school, graduated from college, got a cute fiancé. I was angry that you're on with everything. That's why I took Kate away from you. Is that why you took her from me? Yes, but they decided to give you the house when I thought I would one. You've got to be kidding me. I'm not fighting with you. Shut up. I can't allow you to get a good deal. I'm taking the house. That's not going to happen. Do you think I'm stupid? That's not what I'm saying. I'll take it. I'm going to take it from you forcefully. Listen, Marco. Give me the house and get the hell out. You'll be in a lot of pain if you don't. My name is Jason. I'm 35 years old. 5 years ago, on my wedding day, my brother eloped with my fiancé. It was the second most shocking event in my life. By the way, number one is when I helped someone lying on the little path, and the person happened to be the head of a mafia group. Oops, I digress. My younger brother, Marco, was a good, friendly boy when he was little. But when he was a teenager, he joined a gang group. He quickly became a problem child. My parents had to bail him out so many times. He dropped out of high school. Another gang group beat me a couple of times because I was his older brother. It's been 5 years since I lost my fiancé. I had almost forgotten that he even existed. Suddenly, I got a message from him. I thought about blocking it, but I didn't know what they might do if I cut off contact. I thought I'd wait and see what would happen. However, he took action quickly. You should run away. What now? You guys can't have the house. I don't care about the house. Just run away. What's going on? Marco is asking his buddies to help him. What? He says he'll drive around your house and have a good time. You're going to shoot some fireworks and play some loud music. You're kidding, right? It's true. He is expecting 20 or more people to show up for him. They will be there in a couple of hours. That guy? How much more trouble does he have to get people into? Your mother has a heart condition, right? Yes. Engine noises and fireworks are not good for her, so get out of the house and as soon as possible. It's okay. What? Don't worry, it's okay if Marco comes. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm surprised you remember about my mom's heart condition. She is the mother of someone I once loved. Marco? No, it's about you. What can you say that after what you did on our wedding day? I have no excuse for that. I'm really sorry. I don't need an apology right now. I've wanted to apologize for a long time. I didn't have the right to contact you, but I just couldn't let it slide this time. Thank you for telling me. I really should have stopped him, but I can't do anything. He's upset. I'm sorry if you're having a hard time. Well, maybe a little, but it's my choice. You know what? Why did you have an affair with Marco? Because was I that unreliable? or because he's handsome. That's not it. I don't care about that. I like you because you were always so kind. Then why? Rocco, you told me you were cheating on me. What? He showed me a picture of you and a woman holding hands. You guys look so happy in the picture. That made me angry, so I had relations with him. Wait a minute. I didn't cheat on you. I know you didn't. He said the pictures were professionally edited. He blurted it out when he was drunk. Why did he do that? He said he couldn't stand that you had a good life. He told me the same thing the other day. But that doesn't change the fact that I did the worst thing I could have done. Even if you were really cheating on me, I can't do the same thing to you. Why didn't you tell me right away? I only had a relationship with him, but I got pregnant. Oh, so I thought I had no choice. I knew I had no choice but to live with Marco. So I gave up everything and followed Marco's plan to run away from the wedding. I thought you wanted to do that too. No way! The plan he told me was different. I thought we were quietly disappearing after the wedding. Marco told me a different story. He said you wanted him to come and get you like Prince Charming. There's no way I like that. He came with the tiny rusty mope. That was pretty amazing. Yeah, I've never felt so stupid in my life. But you went with him. If you had explained and apologized, it should have turned out better. I know, but Marco was cursing me every day. Excuse me? He said, no one would be happier about your baby. Your family will throw you down the stairs. You'll make your baby's life miserable. So I had no choice but to run with him. That guy. No. I'm trying to blame everything on Marco. I'm such a lousy woman. Kate. I'm sorry you had to hear all this. I'm glad you guys will be okay. I didn't know anything. What? Are you apologizing? Don't do that. You didn't do anything wrong. But I can't just say, oh really? And be done with it. I deserve everything that happened to me. I want you to be happy and not worry about anything. But have you forgotten? I'm the one who hecked out on everything. I ditched our wedding and the compensation for breaking off the engagement. Don't feel sorry for me. I've forgotten about that. You can't do that. Do me a favor. Be happy. You know what? You're back to Kate I knew when we were dating. I'm someone's mother. I have to be good. You're doing great. Someday, when I can afford it, I'll pay you compensation. I'm so sorry. Bye. Yay! Let's start fireworks in front of the house. The smoke will bother you guys. I don't see any smoke at all. Then, how about you blasting the cars? It's so loud you can't sleep. It's so quiet here. How long can you keep this up? Here are some more skyrockets. Don't you think it's a little dangerous? This is my house from today. I'm going to keep doing this until you guys leave. We are not there, so it doesn't bother us no matter how hard you try. Did you run away before I got here? Nope, we don't live there. Huh? That's the mafia's safe house. Look what you've come up with. If you're joking, say something funnier than that. It's true. No mafias would use a house like this. It is convenient because no one thinks so either. The mafia's boss, I know, bought the house. That's a lie. You're a serious guy. How could you possibly know someone like that? 6 months ago, I helped a guy who collapsed on the path. He was the boss of a mafia. What? It's a shortcut I use when I'm running late. It's a narrow path and people don't use it. No one noticed he was there. We used to go up the backwoods to catch bugs, right? That's the path. Yeah, during summer vacation. I think there's a path that leads out of the town. You found him there? That's where I saw the bloody boss. A mafia war? No, he was there for bug catching. He fell, hit his head, and passed out. What a man! He was conscious and didn't want me to call an ambulance. So I rushed home and drove him to the hospital. That's awfully realistic for a made-up story. I told you it's true. He says I saved his life. I've been in touch with him ever since. Well, let's say that's true. Why are we talking about selling the house? Mom is old and needs to visit her doctor frequently. She's too old to take the bus or the train. We were thinking about moving closer to the clinic. Then the mafia boss said he would buy the house? Well, that's one thing. It's close to the place for bug catching. He asked me to sell it to him if we were moving. He loves bugs? Is he Dr. Fabre? He says he read all the Fabre's book of insects. That's what I thought. He uses the house for bug catching. It's the boss and bugs hideout. It's not a mafia's safe house. Oops. I was told to say it was a safe house. I don't care about that. Are you still okay there though? Huh? If what I'm saying is true. Stop driving, guys. Stop making noise. Why are you messaging me? Oh, no. Stop the blasting and everything. You're still texting me. Oh no, the lights came on. It was dark until now. I can see people. I told the boss about you guys beforehand. He said he sent all the underlines out to meet you. Oh no. And about Kate? I don't care about her now. You should care about her. She told me everything. When did you guys talk? She told me you were trying to get into the house. That woman. You've been a real coward, haven't you? I don't know what she told you. She chose me over you. You forced her to do so, didn't you? Did she come crying to you? No. Kate never said anything. She just apologized. Is she acting like a good person now? I'll have to punish her when I get home. Do you always do that to her? What? You heard all that? No, I told my boss friend. Then his acquaintance did a lot of research. Huh? I didn't mean to pay in further. But if what Kate said was a lie, I was going to demand a lot of money. Is that what you were thinking? You don't have to be so vindictive. As a result, everything Kate said was true. So he went to apologize for doubting her. What? Did he go to see her? They are very disciplined like that. Wait a minute. Then, Kate has been working day and night. You're taking all her wages. Your buddies are always watching her for you. You can't escape. He saw everything. Damn. Kate's parents are on their way to pick her up. What? I was going to live happily ever after with her earning. What are you going to do about it? You won't have a happy future anyway with your current situation. But don't worry, the boss is very kind. He didn't call the police. He said you guys would talk it out. Oh no. Many guys just came out of the house, but if we attack them together, my bodies are all gone. Did they betray you in an instant? Stop laughing and do something about it. They'll beat me up. Don't worry, you guys are going to have a little talk. I'm not in the mood for this. They are all looking at me. And thankfully, he's going to give you a great job. You can pay the compensation for a wedding and the engagement breakup. That's Kate's responsibility. He thinks you're the biggest loser ever. I don't want to hear that from a mafia. I agree with him. You are the biggest loser. You are my big brother. You'd have a guilty conscience doing this to me. Who? My brother disappeared 5 years ago beyond the stars. That again? Don't contact me ever again. Sorry, I'm sorry. Please help me. After that, Marco was taken inside the boss's house. I have no idea what happened to him. Neighbors said they heard someone's cries of despair throughout the night or not. Sometime later, I received some money in my bank account. It was compensation for breaking off the engagement and the wedding expenses for Marco. Kate is now living with her parents. She's working and raising her child and paying me the compensation monthly. I told her she didn't need to because Marco had paid it all. But she says that's not good enough. If that's what she wants to do, I'll accept it for now. I'm planning to give it to her someday when her child grows up. I don't hold a grudge against her anymore, but that doesn't mean I will get back together with her. She sometimes visits us with her child. My parents love playing with her first grandchild. I would like to keep in touch with her as a good friend.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.